I've got many more
Noted.
activities.
No, note.
Good morning to one and all. A warm welcome to you all for Virtual Faculty Development Program on Business Intelligence and Big Data Analytics. Well accomplished chief guest of today's FDP, Professor Shri Shashidhar Sir, Registrar, JNTU Anantapur. Distinguished guest of honor, Colonel B. Venkat Sir, Director of AICTE, Professor Vijay Vaidya, Executive Member of ISTE, and respected Principal of SV College of Engineering, Dr. N. Sudhakar Reddy Garu, HOD of CSE Department, Dr. R. Swati Ma'am, and today's FDP Coordinator, Dr. P. Dilip Kumar Reddy Sir, and faculties of SV colleges and various engineering colleges. So we are here to conduct a 6 days FDP on business intelligence and big data analytics in association with AICTE and IST. So there's Dr. Sri Divya.
I'm Srinivasulu.
On behalf of SV College of Engineering, we welcome you all to this faculty development program. It's our tradition to start any work or any initiation with the blessing of God. So I request Miss Sandhya to sing a prayer song.
शुक्लाम्बरधरं विष्णुं शशिवर्णं चतुर्भुजं प्रसन्नवदनं ध्याये सर्वविघ्नोपशान्तये शान्ताकारं भुजगशयनं पद्मनाभं सुरेशं विश्वाकारं गगनसदृशं एकवर्णं शुभाङ्गं लक्ष्मीकान्तं कमलनयनं योगिविद्यानुरम्भं वन्दे विष्णुं भवभयहरं सर्वलोकैकनाथं वन्दे विष्णुं भवभयहरं सर्वलोकैकनाथम्.
Thank you, Sandhya. So this FDP is on business intelligence and big data analytics. Business intelligence combines the business analytics, data mining, data business, data tools and infrastructure and to help organizations to make more data-driven decisions. Business reports, business intelligence provides data in context to enable informed decision making and prediction development. Big data analytics is the process of examining datasets in order to draw the conclusions about the information they contain. With the aid of these specialized systems and softwares, it plays a key role in improving the business intelligence.
Thank you, sir. Thank you, sir. So with this brief introduction remarks about faculty development program, now I take the pleasure of inviting coordinator of FDP, Dr. P. Dilip Kumar Reddy, sir, for this inaugural address.
Yeah. Good morning, Vanessa. Thank you, madam, for inviting. Honorable Rees Rabi University, JNTA, Professor C. Shashidhar Garu, Director, Faculty Development Cell, AICT, Sri Colonel B. Venkat Garu, Secretary, ISTT Vijay Vaidya Garu, Principal of Sri Venkateswara College of Engineering, Tirupati, Dr. N. Sudhakar Reddy Garu, Vice Principal of Sri Venkateswara College of Engineering, Tirupati, Professor J. Shekhar Garu, Head of the Department, Computer Science Engineering, Dr. R. Swati Garu, my co-coordinators, Dr. K. Sridivya, Mr. K. Shanti, Mr. M. Srinivasu sir, my dear colleagues and wonderful participants, a very good morning to all. I am Dr. P. Dilip Kumar Reddy, coordinator of the Business Intelligence and Big Data Analytics, being organized by the Department of Computer Science and Engineering, Sri Venkateswara College of Engineering. Welcome you all. At the outside, I would like to thank AICT and ISTE for sponsoring this program. Sponsoring this type of events, you might have the attended workshops. My voice is clear. Uh, you might have attended the workshops exclusively business intelligence and big data analytics, but we thought of combining the together can create the new value propositions, business models, revenue streams, and services. While both of these disciplines have individual value, their true potential can only be realized together. We find the many applications across the multiple industries that require the both business intelligence and the big data analytics. We have received enormous responses for this program. I bring to you notice that within one day, opening the link of registration, we have received the more than 200 responses. Total, all the 348 responses we received in the 348 responses in the 88 are the lifetime IST members, where we have given the preference for the IST life members, and also the half of the participants have the IST life membership selected student participants is there. And the resource persons for this program are drawn from the reputed organizations, IITs, NITs, and state universities, and IBM industry. Hope all the participants will be benefited out of the deliberation during these 6 days of the program. I sincerely thanks to Professor Vaija Vidya sir for continuous support for the conducting this program for guidance of the sport manner. And I thanks to my role model, Professor C. Sedda sir. From I know the students of the undergraduation also. He is the role model for the all the students and the faculty. He did a lot for the state universities of the upgrading. His words are motivated us lot. He is a man of excellence. He is dedicated, committed, and loyal towards the work. He is the workaholic. And also I thanks to Colonel Venkat sir for lot. Venkat sir is the AICT FDP director, which are very helpful for enriching the skills for conducting the various events, student learning process assessment, and FDP, T60 degrees, and all the things. And Charles teachers lectures are throughout the provoking, inspiring too. And we are very much honored to accept the invitation from Professor Sedda sir and Vijay Vadya sir and Colonel Venkat sir. Thank you for, I sincerely thanks for giving me this opportunity. Okay. Thank you, Dr. Introduce.
Thank you, Dilip Kumar Reddy sir. It's time for me to introduce our young HOD and FDP convener, Dr. R. Swati ma'am, to address the gathering.
Honorable Register of JNTU Anantapur, Professor Sashidhar Garu, Respected Director, Faculty Development Cell, AICTE, Sri B. Colonel Venkat Garu, Secretary ISTE, Sri Vijay D. Vaidya Garu, and our Principal, Dr. N. Sudhakar Reddy Garu, Vice Principal, Professor K. Shekhar Sir, and Coordinator of the 6 days induction and refresher program, Dr. Dilip Garu, other coordinators, my dear colleagues and participants, a very good morning to one and all. The Department of CSC is prestigiously organizing the 6 days induction and refresher program on business intelligence and big data analytics. And I thank AICT and ISTE for sponsoring this program. Thank you, sir. As you all know that there has been a significant growth in big data revolution with the integration of artificial intelligence, machine learning, Internet of Things into the financial services industry in India. Many Indian banks and fintech companies have opted for a service oriented approach through the data analytics based on the intelligence gathered from the digital footprints of customers, and that helps in the optimizing revenue potential and using it towards process automation, risk management, fraud prevention, resource utilization, customer retention, and acquisition. Another thing to consider while taking about this potential of a data analytics career path is the fact that we are moving towards a future driven by digital transformation and innovation. In fact, those are the two key factors that influence investment in artificial intelligence and big data technologies. According to a survey, there has been a 52.5% adaptation of rate of big data technologies by globalization, and further 38% holding the promise of using such technologies in future. Among all the organizational data use cases, data warehouse optimization and forecasting have been found to be most crucial, along with customer analysis and predictive maintenance. So further, while the COVID-19 pandemic and the parallel economic downturn adversely affect most other tech job profiles, the data science industry made it of the mess with the fewer salary cuts and layoffs also. The capturing and interpretation of data has radical effects on any organization. Thus, there is a huge demand for data analytics who can help transform business strategies. The scope of professional opportunities is guaranteed to rise further in the future. At a time when almost every organization out there is looking to tap the power of big data analytics, a data analyst career path indeed looking promising. So the time is ripe for a number of startups and enterprises to take the plunge in the domain and the aid of government fast track processes while ensuring optimum security. The world as we know it is up for major overhauls, and business intelligence and big data analytics is going to play a vital role in the same, with the government bodies, consultancy firms, technology giants, and startups coming together on multiple platforms. There are a lot of existing days ahead for business intelligence and big data analytics. So I wish this 6 days induction and refresher program will be beneficial to create ample opportunities in IT sector and also bring together many distinguished personalities together onto a single platform to discuss latest issues on business intelligence and big data analytics. I congratulate Dr. Dilip Kumar Garu, coordinator, and other coordinators, faculty members of the Department of CSC, and team involved in the organizing this program. I thank Kalnal Venkat Garu to attend this program. Sir, thank you very much, sir. Thank you, one and all, for giving me this opportunity. Thank you.
Now I'm elated. I'm elated to introduce our young, energetic Vice Principal, Dr. K. Shekhar sir, to address this gathering.
Good morning, all. Good morning, Nanda. I thank AICT, JNTU, and the other members who are directly or indirectly involved in organizing this 6-day AICT ISTE induction program. I thank all the members who have shown the enthusiasm for registration. In fact, I have heard from the coordinator that there were a lot of registrations, more than 300 plus, and there was a lot of difficulty in shortlisting the 100 members for this program. But however, I congratulate the members who have been shortlisted for this program and utilize this platform to enhance their knowledge on business intelligence and data analytics. There's a lot of eminent professors who have been scheduled down the line for the 6 days who will give their valuable inputs on business intelligence and data analytics. Once again, I thank Dr. Dilip, coordinator, for choosing this trending topic which will enlighten the faculty and research scholars. Thank you.
Thank you for your valuable words, sir. Now I request Mr. Srinivasulu to introduce about our dynamic principal, Dr. N. Sudhakar Reddy, sir, to this gathering.
Dr. N. Sudhakar Reddy Garu, an eminent professional educationalist, was conferred with a prestigious ISTE Best Engineering College Principal Award for both Telugu-speaking states. Dr. N. Sudhakar Reddy Garu, an eminent professional educationalist, was conferred with a prestigious ISTE Best Engineering College Principal Award for both Telugu-speaking states, Andhra Pradesh and Telangana, for the year 2017. His rise to prominence in such a short span of 20 years can be attributed to his strong willpower, caliber, conviction, and dedication and leadership qualities.
Thank you, sir. Now I request Mrs. Shanti to introduce about our today's guest of honor, Mr. Vijay Vaidya, sir, Secretary and Executive Member of IST.
Good morning, one and all. It's my privilege to introduce IST Executive Dr. D. Vaidya, sir, born in Kolhapur, Maharashtra. He has obtained his BTech degree in Civil Engineering from Karnataka Regional Engineering College, Surathkal, which is presently known as NIT Surathkal. He worked in the field of AFCONS Mumbai at different sites in Karnataka, Andhra Pradesh, Goa, Madhya Pradesh, etc. And also worked with the designer firm and did structural designing for different types of structures like residential, commercial, industrial, and public buildings. He joined in the teaching field in 1985 as lecturer in Civil Engineering Department in Government Polytechnic College. Since then, he worked in different areas in Government of Maharashtra, includes lecturer in Civil Engineering, head of the Civil Engineering, training and placement officer, vice principal, as well as principal, sir. He has worked in administration in Directorate of Technical Education, Mumbai, as assistant director, and he worked as a deputy secretary in Maharashtra State Board of Technical Education, Mumbai, which deals with the diploma education in Maharashtra. And he has various achievements in his career. During fieldwork at site, he completed time-bound projects and he got accredited. The college has been accredited by NBA during his tenure of principal. And he developed online monitoring system of institutes for MSBTE Mumbai. And he has written book on valuation, and he attended various national and international conferences, and he presented various papers in national conferences. He organized different training programs for teachers and staff at institute level. And Professor Vaidya sir is an executive council member for ISTE since 2012, and he is presently serving as executive secretary of ISTE. He has adopted various measures to reduce expenses. He activated various programs and activities as per the policy of Honorable President and directives of Executive Council. Professor Vaidya sir is working hard for the development and progress of the IST. We welcome you, sir, for this FDP.
Thank you. Good morning, everybody. It's my pleasure to be with you for this inaugural function of Faculty Development Program on Business Intelligence and Big Data Analysis, organized by Department of Computer Science and Engineering, Sri Venkateshwara College of Engineering, Tirupati. So first of all, I really appreciate the principal, the Sudhakar Reddy. Really, he is a dynamic personality, and really it's my pleasure to know that he is already awarded Best Principal Award, and Dilip Kumar for selecting this topic, because this is one of the important topic and it's the need of today. So I congratulate them. And at the same time, Dr. K. Sekhar, Vice Principal, Dr. Swati, Head of the Department, and other dignitaries present for the program, and my dear participants. And especially, it's my duty to mention few things about the Colonel Venkat sir, the Director Faculty Development Sales from AICTE. He is such a dynamic person and having high regards for the teaching community. So he is activating various activities for the betterment of faculties, and whenever we meet him, we get energy from him. Basically, he is from military background, and actually he is working in the military and he is on deputation. But when we meet him, we know, we really feel that we are energized, and he is a source of motivation for IST also. And he is the coordinating all these programs and various activities for the betterment of faculty. And important thing is that he is having high regards for the teaching community. So when this topic is selected, business intelligence and big data analysis, all of you know, you very much aware that this is the need of today, because these are the things that are going to, that are having good impact in today's world also, and it's going to have quite a major impact in future also. Now, first of all, I would like to congratulate the participants for getting selected for this program, because there was a huge demand for this program, and really you are lucky enough to be selected for this program. So first appeal I will make to you is that, if, considering the efforts taken by the team for organizing this program, uh, by coordinator Dilip Kumarji, it is said that resource persons from IITs, NITs, various universities, and particularly IBM, they have invited them. So really, it is a good opportunity for you to interact with those people. And one thing you bear in mind, that it is very difficult to organize such type of program with such eminent personalities. You have to see their convenience, you have to see their availability, and you have to plan accordingly. And even during conduction of programs, some unforeseen difficulties also arise, and you have to overcome that. And ultimately, it is a tremendous efforts are required to organize program in the best possible manner, but it is very easy to attend the program. So now you are lucky enough to attend this program, and I feel that you will take advantage of this. Since this is the AICT IST program, the basic objective of AICT IST programs is to give knowledge about the emerging areas to our faculty members, because we know that the things are changing at a very rapid rate. Means everything in our life is changing. So whatever technology we were using yesterday, it has changed. It is becoming obsolete today. What we are using today, definitely we are sure that it is going to become obsolete. And what is going to come tomorrow, exactly, it is very difficult to predict, because we can identify the areas which will be having good scope in future. That is, we can say that IoT is there, then this big data analysis is there, then 3D printing is there, cyber security, and so on. But what will be the exact nature of technology, you cannot predict. And these technologies, they are uh, penetrating in each and area of our life. Means wherever you go, if it is engineering, it is science, or anywhere, you will find that this all these things are taking into they are involved in all these new technologies, and that is why it is very difficult to predict what technology is going to come. And under such situation, it is our duty to prepare our product, that is our students, to face the future challenges. So how they can face when they are not knowing what they are going to face? And that is why it is expected in under this program, these types of program, that faculty should be given exposure to the new trends, new technologies, and once they have some exposure, definitely they can do something, and they can guide their students in a proper way, which will help those students to achieve success in their life. Another aspect of this thing is that, see, technology is changing at a rapid rate. So it is mandatory for every faculty to develop themselves and change and move at par with the technology. If you don't move with the technology, just imagine after few years you will become obsolete, and once you become obsolete, you will have no value anywhere, including your institute. And when you lose your value in the institute, what will be your status in the institute? Just imagine. So, in order to survive and in order to face the future challenges, it is highly essential that you must move with the latest trends and technology. And here, this is one of the good opportunity for you to move with this all these things. Now, if you consider other aspects, that is, unemployment is a major problem in engineering area, and that is why we are facing problem in our admissions also. So if you want to see that these trends are to be changed, we have to see for different alternatives. There are different opinion about this unemployment and their solutions for this unemployment. This is not the platform to discuss about it, but the thing is that unless and until we prepare our students to face the future challenges or the future demands of the industry, it's very difficult to recover from this unemployment problem. So it's our duty to see that whatever product we are preparing, it must be industry ready. And nowadays, the industry is having different challenges, and their expectation is that you give us the product which is ready for us. Means we are not interested in the training anybody, because we don't have time to train the students, as well as we are not having enough resources, because our schedule, our things are so packed, or our resource persons or our human resources are so limited that we cannot use them for training the student. So we want everything should be in a ready mode, and it is our duty to see that whatever demand they are having, that is to be fulfilled. Then and then we can get success. In addition to this, you must be aware that AICT and IST are doing a lot of activities for the betterment of faculties, students, and institutes. Now, for regarding the activities of AICTE, you can browse their website, and they are coming with lot of initiatives. And it is good that if you consider the present management, that is Dr. Sahasra Buddhe sir, chairman, Dr. Punia sir, vice chairman, and Rajiv sir, member secretary, and other officials, they are very much keenly interested in the development of technician education, and they are coming out with various activities for the betterment of technician education, particularly faculty, students, and institutes also. Now, it is our duty to take advantage of these programs. In addition to this, IST is doing also at our own level, we are doing a lot of activities. And one of the activity which is related with this type of program, I feel it is my duty to give information about that activity, and that is about the training in IoT and AIML for faculty members for about 2 months. We have signed MOU with a BNY Mellon, a multinational company, and under which we are going to train faculties in IoT area as well as AIML area. So already we have completed 2 batches of AIML, and third batch we are going to start shortly. For IoT, we are already 1 batch is in progress, and second batch we are going to start shortly. So for that, the basic criteria is that it is a train the trainer program. Means it is expected that faculty will be trained, and those trained faculties will train the students in their institute. So here the procedure is that every institute who is interested in participating this can nominate 2 faculties from IoT and 2 faculties from for AIML from their institute. So once they nominate their faculties, then there will be a national level screening test for selection of the participants, and based on the performance on merit, we will be selecting the participants for this program. So once the participants are selected for the program will be for the duration of 2 months. It's a vigorous training where each and every aspect will be considered, and the training will be given by the expert persons. And after completion of the program, the faculty, they are really feeling that they have learned a lot in that area. So once the training program is there, there will be a screening test, and based on the performance of the test and attendance, we are giving them the certificates. And it is expected that faculty should train at least 100 students in their institute in the area in which they have undergone the training. So that is the train the trainer concept is there, and I appeal all the participants to see that either if you are interested, you can join for that program. If your colleagues are interested, you can pass this information to them, and see that the maximum faculties can take advantage of this. Another important aspect is that for IoT program, for good faculty those who are scoring good in the test, we are giving them kit also. That IoT kit will be provided free of cost to them for do the practicals during practical session. So that facility also we are doing for the faculty. So this is a good opportunity which I feel that you should not miss. And the notification for this is already on our website, and you can apply. And those who will be selected, they will be benefited. In addition to that, we are having a lot of activities, but considering the time constraint, it is not possible to elaborate the things. But if you see, if you once you become a member of IST, the opportunities are tremendous. Every year we conduct national convention, faculty convention, national student convention. We give different awards to the faculties. We give awards to the students. In addition to that, we expect every institute to have an active student chapter under which various activities for the students can be organized. And the basic concept of this or the basic character of this is that the students who are a member of this and the activities of the student chapter are to be conducted by students only. Means staff advisor will advise, give suggestions, advice to them, but whole thing, every activity is to be conducted by the student, and that gives them confidence and scope for their overall development. So there are other things are there. So I appeal all the participants, those who are not member of the IST, please do. You can become a member of IST. It's a one-time investment, and once you become a member, you'll be member for your throughout your life member because it is a life membership. And in addition to that, I appeal to you that please see that student chapter in your institute should be activated. And if you activate the student chapter, there are a lot of activities you can conduct under our under IST's banner and as well as under our guidance. So with this, once again, I appreciate the efforts taken by the coordinator Dilip Kumar under the dynamic leadership of Principal Sudhakar Reddy and Vice Principal Sekhar and the support of Dr. Swati for organizing this program. And considering the effort they have taken, I am sure that this program will be of immense success and participants after completion of the program will really feel that they have learned a lot and this is one of the memorable programs they have attended in their life. And in addition to that, I want to make it clear that certification will be given for the eligible participants and the criteria and all. The coordinator will give information about that, the criteria and all. So I appeal all the participants to be serious and during this program and give proper justice for the efforts taken by this team for organizing this program. Thank you.
Thank you, sir, for providing valuable information regarding upgrading of knowledge to our faculty community. Surely, as a faculty, we train the students. Thank you, sir. Thank you very much. Now, I request Mr. Srinivas to introduce about another guest of honor, Colonel B. Venkat, sir, Director of AICT.
My pleasure to introduce Dr. Karnal sir. Colonel B. Venkat Garu is a serving Army officer from the technical branch and he has done his mechanical engineering from Army Institute. Having nearly 30 years of service experience and served in all possible appointments of command, staff, and institutional. He is working presently on deputation with AICTE and is handling faculty development related issues and release of grants through the AICTE AQIS schemes. The officer has unique distinction of representing India as its technical military attaché to Russia. The officer also handles AICTE's quality initiatives like NIEEE, National Institute of Technical Teachers Training, which is mandatory for the purpose of regularization and promotion to all the teachers, and also implementation of examination reforms and process of NEP 2020.
Thank you, sir. Thank you, sir. Now I request Colonel B. Venkat, sir, to address this gathering.
Thank you, ma'am. Thanks a lot, and thanks everybody for giving me a chance to be speaking. You know, it's like a pleasure coming on your online platform and be talking. I'm Colonel Venkat, Director AICT New Delhi, and It's a great pleasure that I come on your virtual platform, Sri Venkateshwara College of Engineering, when you conduct a program of an online on business intelligence and big data analytics. And that too, when you connect with multiple faculty members and resource people, thereby making each one of us at par as far as the knowledge is concerned, at par as far as the information is concerned. And then you go about to conduct it in a very, very ethical and a business-minded manner over a period of this coming 6 days. And the schedule also, what I get to understand, is a very packed schedule with 6 continuous days of highly effective resource people coming in and joining and then delivering their talks. Mind you, ladies and gentlemen, when we organize this kind of activity and when AICT funds these kind of programs, the concept behind funding these programs only happens to be one, and that is that we wish to see the transfer of knowledge from the repository of knowledge which they are having to maximum participants, and the medium of transfer or the medium of the sharing of the knowledge happens to be the institutes who are selected to conduct this program, and in this instant case it happens to be your engineering college, Venkateshwara Engineering College of Engineering. Great number of people. I see a very large number of people connected with today's program. Very well coordinated, very well conducted the proceedings as far as the inauguration is concerned. I also heard Dr. Vijay Vaidya sir also speaking and connected in this online virtual platform. Compliments to IST for always coming forward, for conducting these programs, for always coming forward and be there as far as the education and as far as promotion and quality improvement in this education sector is all concerned. It is not a singular agency or a body which can carry out a change. The change has to be collective. It can only be there in case all of us together appreciate and understand the requirements of the society, requirements as to what is today relevant. This particular topic of big data analytics is something which is now so very, very pertinent and important because of a single reason, that this particular thing now forms a backbone for taking decisions at every level. In every walk of stream, in every activity, today big data analytics has got a role to play. It is the one which is going to be shaping the world to come. It is the one which is going now to be at least giving a requirement of the futuristic developments. So all those who are connected today, please be aligned as to what is being spoken. Please be aligned as to what is required, and do justice to your time that you are sparing, and do justice to yourself that you are connected and learning something from this platform. Vaidya sir, thanks a lot always for taking on this activity. Each one of at the Venkateshwara College of Engineering, pleasure interacting with you. I do not think that we could have had anything better coming into this particular understanding between AICT and IST, and then finding out the best institutes to deliver the knowledge. And the knowledge happens to be, let's come together towards overall capacity building of the faculty members. Best wishes to each one of you. It is Colonel Venkat from AICT. Please do let me know if we could be of any assistance or help in any required platform or stage in any walk of your life at any given time. Thank you and Jai Hind.
Thank you for your wonderful words, sir. Really, it inspires us a lot. Thank you very much, sir. Now I request Mrs. Shanti ma'am to introduce our today's chief guest, Professor Shashidhar sir, Registrar, JNTU Anantapur.
It's my great privilege to introduce Dr. Chundipalle Shashidhar Garu, Registrar at Jawaharlal Nehru Technological University, Anantapur. Sir is the Faculty of Civil Engineering since 1999 in Jawaharlal Nehru Technological University, Hyderabad, and he has worked in its constituent colleges, JNTU College of Engineering, Anantapur, and Sir is presently registered at JNTU University, Anantapur. He has taught 12 subjects to undergraduate and postgraduate students. He had implemented AICT project MODROPS on concrete laboratory in Civil Engineering Department of JNTU College of Engineering, Anantapur. Sir is active in research since 2005 onwards in the areas of concrete and special concrete. He has 34 research publications in international journals and 5 national journals. In addition, he has 19 publications in international conference proceedings and 12 in national conference proceedings. He has successfully supervised 12 PhD scholars presently, and 8 research scholars are working under his supervision. He is active in professional societies like ISTE and IEA. Dr. Sir has awarded as the Best Teacher Award too. Sir is one among the professors who have taken active role in administration to glorify the university. He was project engineer since 2005 and office in charge of academic selection from 2008 to 10 and head of the civil engineering from 2011 to 13 and additional control of examination from 2013 to 15 and control of examinations from 2015 to 18 and director of ICS from 2018 to till date. Sir is convener for the state level entrance test to select EBC, OBC and minorities SC and ST candidates for the professional guidance to civil services examination under NTR Vidyonati scheme of Andhra Pradesh state government in 2008. He is contributing for the development of Jawaharlal Nehru Technological University Anantapur as Director ICS in terms of infrastructure development. I welcome you, sir, to address the gathering.
Thank you, ma'am. Thank you very much, ma'am. The time has came us to listen the words of our beloved chief guest, Professor Seshidhar sir. I request Seshidhar sir to address this gathering.
Yeah, thank you, madam. Am I audible?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Yeah. Sorry, there is some problem with my camera. I think I'll try to open it. Otherwise, I'll go with this mode only, ma'am. Hello. Am I audible, ma'am?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Yeah. There is problem with my camera, so I'll just go with the without camera only.
Okay, sir. No issues. Carry on, sir.
Yeah. Thank you. And so Professor Sudhakar Reddy Garu, Principal of the College, Shekhar, Vice Principal of the College, and guests, the professors from, the Director of AICT, Colonel Venkat Garu, and Vijay Vaidya, IICT Executive Director, and Prakash, Vice Chairman of the College. I think is here or no. Then Swati, Head of the Department, and Dilip Kumar Reddy, the Coordinator, and my dear participants. Good morning to all of you. At the outset, I wholeheartedly congratulate the SV College of Engineering Management for encouraging the faculty to apply for this kind of program. And thanks to AICT and ISTE, who has sponsored this 6-day induction program on the topic Business Intelligence and Big Data Analytics from 9th to 15th December 2021. See, actually, we all know that for the past 1.5 years, we are under tremendous pressure. We have faced so many problems during this corona. Abruptly, we closed our colleges and we are confined to our home. So how to go and all. Then we started off online education. So thanks to AICT, which has taken a leap and given all kind of facilities, sponsored so many programs for the benefit of the faculty development. And we are seeing that nowadays people are talking much about computer-based courses, artificial intelligence and data, and machine learning. Apart from this, your data analysis also become a very big subject. So here, SV Engineering College is our autonomous college, and AICT is and IST is helping the affiliated colleges also to conduct this kind of programs to have awareness among the next generation faculty, because these are the faculty who has to take the subject forward. So in this connection, especially I've seen Colonel Venkat Garu is is the part of many programs. Let it be a translation of the book or faculty development program in advanced topics. Everywhere he is him. I have seen him personally when he came to JNTU Anantapur for the second tech VC's conclave. He is a very gifted director to AICT, because I also worked in AICT. I have seen many faculty there, but Colonel Venkat is really a big advantage to them, a big advantage, and who is the very competitive person who is conducting all these kind of programs. Now coming to the college, it's a wonderful college, and I'm having good association with Venkateshwara College of Engineering, especially with the principal Sudhakar Reddy Garu. Whenever I used to say that, please sir, please conduct this kind of any program, is the first one who will come forward, and have a good rapport with the college management. And I congratulate coordinator Dilip Kumar Reddy for taking a good project, because projects won't come as it is. We have to apply, we have to get, then only if the project is a quality, the proposal is of the quality, then only we'll get the permissions. Otherwise, we are not going to get the permissions. Coming to the today's topic, business intelligence and big data analysis. I don't know how they are chosen. So, to my knowledge, business intelligence is another topic, and data analysis is a different topic, which are used interchangeably for the convenience of communication. But however, this creates confusion among the people, especially beginners. Even I am a beginner. I belong to civil engineering. I don't have much knowledge on the data analytics. So what is the difference underlying between the two widely used terms in this analytics world? The reality, however, is that business intelligence and data analytics are significantly different. Both have a different scope of work and require a varied set of skills for helping organizations flourish with data-driven decision making. So because we are going with the machine learning and all, so data is very required. So while business analyst oversees the requirement of data and build reports, data analyst carries out in-depth analysis. Data analysis and business intelligence might seem closely related, but are very different when it comes to the skills required. However, both have their own advantage that help the organizers to stay ahead in the competitive world with data-driven insights. So, my dear participants, I hope the organizers have chosen a very good topic, which is taking the next decade into the further. So, I request all of you, please take, learn the topic very well, and please transfer your knowledge to the budding engineers in future. With this, I thank the administration for choosing me as a guest, and my wholehearted thanks to the college, and especially to Sudhakar Reddy and coordinator Dilip Kumar Reddy. Thank you very much.
Thank you, sir. Thank you for your valuable words. Even though you are from another department, but you shared valuable information regarding big data analytics and data business intelligence. Thank you very much, sir. Surely all our faculty friends will gain knowledge with this faculty development program. Thank you, sir. Thank you very much. Now, the time has came to conclude the inaugural session of today's faculty development program. Honorable Chairman Sri A. Gangireddy Garu and Vice Chairman Sri Prakash Ambavaram Garu, and today's Chief Guest Professor C. Shashidhar Garu, and Guest of Honors Colonel B. Venkat Garu and Vijay Vaidya Garu, respected Principal Dr. N. Sudhakar Reddy Garu, Vice Principal Dr. K. Shekhar Garu, convener of today's FDP Dr. P. Dilip Kumar Reddy Garu, and Head of the Department of Computer Science and Engineering Dr. R. Swati ma'am, and my coordinator friends and faculties of in and outside of SV College of Engineering. Very good morning to one and all. I, Dr. K. Sri Divya, Associate Professor and FDP Coordinator, consider this to be a great honor and privilege to propose the vote of thanks on this occasion on behalf of Department of Computer Science and Engineering. Wholeheartedly, I want to thank AICT Chairman Dr. Sahasra Buddhe sir, and I want to thank our Chief Guest Professor C. Shashidhar sir, Registrar of University of JNTU Anantapur for accepting our invitation and finding time to grace this occasion despite of his busy schedule. Thank you, sir. Next, I want to give my thanks to Colonel B. Venkat, sir, Director of AICTE, and Professor Vijay Vaidya, sir, ISTE Executive Secretary. We are very grateful to our Principal, Professor N. Sudhakar Reddy, sir, for his words of encouragement. Their stable guidance has always been encouraging us. I thank him for his interest and continuous support. Thank you very much, sir. I sincerely thank our Computer Center Head and Vice Principal, Professor K. Shekhar, sir, for offering them with all necessary amenities which are prime needs to make this event a grand. Computer Science and Engineering, Dr. R. Swati, ma'am, who was named as a backbone of our all doings in the department. Thank you, ma'am. I would like to thank coordinators of this workshop, Dr. P. Dilip Kumar Reddy, sir. Thank you very much for your support, sir. I'd like to thank co-coordinators of this workshop, Mrs. Shanti ma'am and Mr. Srinivas. Thank you very much for your support. I thank AICTE, ISTE for funding this event. AICTE, ISTE has always been supporting such events and encouraging faculty for improving their skills. A very much big thank to all higher officials and nodal officers and coordinators of AICTE, ISTE for this support. My heartfelt thanks to the resource persons of this faculty development program for accepting this invitation. I'm further thankful to all the HODs and deans who have been very supportive for this workshop. I'm very thankful to each and every computer science engineering department teaching staff members who have contributed and played their part in this faculty development program success. A special gratitude to the non-teaching staff members who have worked hard to ensure that this workshop become a grand success. I thankful to all the remarkable invitees present here accepting our invitation. I also thank the members of press and media for their wide courage of their entire event. I'm very thankful to our management for providing wonderful facilities without any problem. Last but not the least, the wonderful participants from various states contributed their part and who have turned up in such a great number. Without the support of this program would not be successful. So thank you so much for your keen interest and participation in this workshop. Thank you, everyone. So we thank you all for being us to make this event a grand success. Thank you very much. Thank you very much. Stay home, stay safe, happy learning. And after this session, next session will be start by exactly 11:30. The session is handled by Professor R.B.B. Subramaniam, sir, Professor in NIT Warangal. Thank you.